Hi guys, Miss Kim with Emmanuel Kids Bible Classics. Thank you for joining me again. Today we are going to be reading another of one of my favorite books. That's right, Miss Kim seems to have a lot of favorite Bible stories. Well, today's story is about a girl called Esther, and she was put at the right place at the right time for the purpose that God had for her. Join me. Brave Queen Esther. Once there was a woman named Esther. She lived with her cousin Mordecai. Mordecai took care of Esther. Esther and Mordecai were Jewish. Together they loved and worshipped God. One day, the king of the land decided to look for a queen. "We will find you a queen," said the man who helped him. The men looked all over for a new queen. Soon they saw Esther. "We must take her to the king," they said. The man brought Esther to the palace. The king thought Esther was the most beautiful woman of all. "I want you to be my queen," said the king. Esther said yes. There was a great celebration. Esther was happy. She lived in the palace. Esther's cousin Mordecai worked in the palace. Mordecai told Esther to keep her faith a secret, so Esther did not tell anyone she and Mordecai were Jewish. There was another man who worked in the palace. His name was Haman. He helped the king. But he hated Mordecai and wanted to be rid of all the Jews. Haman spoke to the king. "The Jews are bad. We don't need them in our kingdom." The king trusted Haman. He agreed to get rid of the Jews. Mordecai heard about Haman's plan. He went to warn Esther and see if she could help. Mordecai said, "Esther, you must stop the king from harming us." "If I go to him," Queen Esther said, "I will get in trouble. It is against the rules." But Mordecai knew Esther was the only one who could help. "Maybe God has made you queen so you could save the Jews," Mordecai said. Esther was afraid. She knew if she went to the king, she would be in danger. But Esther also knew God would want her to be brave. She prayed for courage. Soon Esther went to the king. She was still scared. But the king was happy to see Esther. He did not punish her for coming to him. So Esther invited the king and Haman to a special dinner. "I will give you a fine feast if it pleases you," Queen Esther said. The king was happy and told her they would be there. Esther made a delicious meal. Esther, the king, and Haman sat together and ate. Then the king asked, "What do you want, my queen? You can have anything." Esther found the courage to speak. "Please spare the Jews. They are my people," she said. "Mordecai told me you have been tricked, my king." "Tricked? By whom?" roared the king. "Evil Haman," Esther said. The king was angry. "Take Haman and arrest him," he yelled to his guards. "Punish him for the bad things he has done." Now the king gave Mordecai an important job in the palace. "You are a good man, Mordecai," said the king. "I will trust you more than anyone else." All the Jews were finally safe. God had protected them with the help of Mordecai and Esther. Esther helped save the Jews by being brave and speaking up for God's people. She and her cousin Mordecai were heroes. "Hooray!" cried the Jews. It was a time of happiness and joy because of brave Queen Esther. The end. Well, today's lesson is always do the right thing and help others wherever God has placed you. Well, that's it from Miss Kim today. Remember, be good. Until next time. Bye. Subscribe for more videos.